Today, in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, two of the largest armies ever formed are going to attack each other on a pitched battlefield. On the blue side, we have the Vikings, Greeks, and Dynasty faction allying themselves together. On the red side, we have the Knights, Renaissance, and Tribesmen, all fighting alongside one another. The blue side is utilizing berserkers in the front, shield wall formations in the middle, and missile units in the back, with hoplites coming in to reinforce at the end of the battle. The red side is using bulge formations, along with missile units in the back protected by a shield wall, and Goliath units in the very rear. They have squires and archers from a small fiefdom coming in to reinforce at the end of the battle. This will be the largest totally accurate battle simulator battle in history. What's up, gamers? It's your boy DaleyTactics here, and today we're going to be doing, like I said in the intro, the largest tabs battle ever, or at least ever on this channel, although I think this is definitely a pretty chunky battle and could definitely contend for one of the most elaborate tabs battles ever made. It should be really sick. If you guys enjoyed tabs and you want to see more of it, please be sure to smash the like button. Helps me out so much on the channel. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you have not already, helps me out a ton, and comment down below what you'd like to see next and if you'd like to see more tabs on the channel, because it's such a fun little game. I love tabs. It's really great. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and press start. Lag warning for this thing, but we will go in slow-mo, which should alleviate some of that lag. So, let's go ahead and press start, and then slow-mo it up. It does that weird thing where it launches you back. And here we go, the tactics. So the berserkers going out first for the blues. The halberd bulge line should help with that. You know, we see a few berserkers getting sliced early on. In fact, the berserkers just sort of in the back line now. The protectors of the missile units sort of slamming them with their shields. So that actually works out. And now the bulge lines are beginning to connect with the shield wall lines here. Meanwhile, missiles from both sides coming on in. We got Hwacha coming in with just basically an artillery bombardment. Actually, a lot of the halberds for the Reds turning around and fighting the berserkers. That's not good. They need to be in the front lines helping out the Knights, who did end up colliding with the big shield wall lines in the front. This is no bueno. The Knights doing their best, and they are in fact taking out a good number of blues, but it might just not be enough right there with the halberds turning around and going after those berserkers. However, the Hwacha do seem to have, you know, struck a lot of the blues in the back there, so a little bit of friendly fire actually going on from the blues there. No bueno in the slightest. There's some of those firework archers exploding outwards, also hitting some more of the blue troopers, which is causing mass death in a friendly fire mode, which is no good. Here comes a big chonky boy mammoth coming in on the lines here, attacking some of these berserkers who just refuse to give up, and it's really distracting the archers, spear throwers, and protectors back here, including some halberds. So really the berserker strat here from the blues is clapping a lot of red cheeks and causing some serious mayhem. The red reinforcements are coming on in here, though. We've got squires, healers, and archers marching forward. They might be able to help out and take out the rest of those berserkers if there's any left by the time they get there. Who really knows? You know, there are still knights out here and plenty of halberdmen and things like that ready to fight in the front line. So it's not like the Reds are in desperate need of help, but it'll certainly help. The blue hoplites that are coming forward, also marching forward in formation here, trying to get to the front. They should be there any second now as well. In the back lines, I also didn't mention this yet, but we have basically the god units for each side, the commanders of each faction. So we have the Monkey King here, we have Zeus over here, and finally we have the tribal leader, no, this is the Jarl. That's the Jarl right there. And then for the Reds, we have, I don't even know if I can find them on the battlefield, but we do have a tribal leader. We have a king in here somewhere, and then we finally have the last boy for the Renaissance, which would be boop boop boop. I can't remember what it is. I am really bad right now at remembering these things. But regardless, they're in there somewhere making things happen. And, you know, they've got, of course, the banner bearers here, which are sort of keeping the missile units and those god units in place for the final action that will come later in the battle. We do have Valkyrie sort of coming on in here and swooshing in, causing some chaos in the red lines as well. The Viking units are just such blitzkrieg units that that's sort of what they've got going for them. They have a lot of troopers that are going to get in the back lines there, and they will go down rather early in the battle because of the sheer, amount of chaos that will erupt in the back lines, but it'll cause the front lines to sort of falter. However, I will say it seems like the Reds are doing a little bit better than the Blues at this very moment. I mean, they did end up losing their Mammoth unit, which is a big fat rip from me, dog, but, they did end up basically breaking the shield wall formation for the Blues. Either way, right now, we do have a little bit of a red army in the very center here who I think will go up against the Blues back here. However, the reinforcements for both sides, I didn't really think about this, but they're actually getting caught inside of the, banner bearer defense thing. So we might just end up having a missile battle going on here, and by the end of the missile battle, all the banner bearers will have died, and any units sort of left alive after that will take each other on. Either way, the Hwacha still managing to get a lot of fire out, and in fact that little red army that was going to be charging straight down the middle here ends up going down a lot due to this incoming artillery fire, and they have been seriously weakened there. So that is a bit of a bummer right there. We're going in normal speed for a little bit here, and you can just see how laggy it is. We have just so many units on the battlefield that it is erupting in lag right here. Not a great thing. More Hwacha fire comes in, including some firework archer fire as well, killing the rest of these sort of troopers that are right there. Some ballista also firing long distance back here. I think that one might have actually taken out this catapult here. Actually, all of the catapults but one are... is this thing alive? Yeah, the trooper on it's still alive. All but one catapult for the red side are dead, which is kind of a big fat rip right there as well. Still plenty of spear throwers left alive out here for the Reds. Those guys can be deadly effective if they get into range, and there are, of course, plenty of archers left alive as well. Looks like we've got the king and a few knights sort of breaking through here from their banner bearers, shuffling on forward and making their way forward. But the banner bearers are sort of keeping everyone in place right now, in fact, which is, resulting in basically the Blues being able to get infinite missile units out there, launching missile after missile and just sort of shredding into the Reds. The Reds need to be taking, an aggressive stance right here, and some of them are. However, not enough. They're sort of doing this trickle-in thing while the Blues are being much more stoic in their defense. They're being much more, good about holding their lines and not actually moving forward at all. Meanwhile, the Reds are moving forward bit by bit, and that might be because some of the banner bearers are in fact dying in here. The king is trying his best to get forward. He does have a healer on him, which is helpful, but just the sheer amount of fire coming in here is likely going to do him in and kill him, and he's not going to be able to heal enough to survive. And yeah, the king does end up going down for the red faction right there. Ooh, the Blues have a few units breaking forward here. We actually have a Minotaur moving on up. Oh, it's a small head Minotaur. That's normal head Minotaur over here, but we got small boy head Minotaur. That's the first time I've ever seen a Minotaur having small head, and he is clashing in there, but he actually takes a lot of fire from the Hwacha. The Hwacha is a bit of a double-edged sword because it is really effective in taking out the red lines, but it also causes so much friendly fire. So much, and there we go. A bunch of squires gang up on the Minotaur right there and manage to chop him down. Another Minotaur breaking free on the right side a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. We're still sort of getting that little missile unit action here. Neither side committing to a full charge because of these banner bearers. Ooh, however, a banner bearer did just go down on the left side over here for the Reds, so that's going to launch a bunch of squires and archers on forward here. But again, the Hwacha devastating their lines before they're even able to really get forward here. I mean, those Hwacha are absolutely kapooyaing the red defenses right here. It is no bueno. Yeah, the Hwacha is the real MVP right here. Real MVP. They are destroying right now, and the Reds can't really do anything about it. I wish there was a setting in these battles where maybe you could have the banner bearers leave the battlefield after a set amount of time, and that way we could just sort of have a massive clash between the two armies at the very end of the battle here. But instead, both sides are being very defensive, very stoic because of these banner bearers. However, we do have the Monkey King coming on in here. He broke free of that sort of Hwacha thing, so we might see a massive battle here. The Monkey King getting in here, getting dirty, taking on the catapult, taking on the squires, actually wrecking house all by himself. Monkey King, a very powerful unit, and without any of the red god tier units left alive on the battlefield, he's just got free reign to take on these smaller boys who just aren't good enough, I think, to fight back against a god unit on their own. So the reds are sort of going down here, and the blues, I think, are going to seize a very, very good victory for themselves. This is not Pyrrhic at all. In fact, this is just a win for them, basically. Did the Monkey King just die? I do believe the Monkey King did die eventually there, so the Reds getting one last sort of thing, and it is very ironic that the very last soldier left alive for the Reds is a banner bearer. Probably the thing that led to the downfall of the Reds, in fact. The banner bearers for the Blues actually contributed to their victory, but for the Reds, the banner bearers ended up leading to their downfall. So that is a big fat effing chat for the Reds right there, boys. We've got the hoplite reinforcements coming on in here, and they are just going to go absolutely murk this guy. Oh, he's putting up a fight. He does get a kill before going down. All right, good on that banner bearer for whacking his flag on that hoplite and actually getting a kill there, but the hoplites do manage to get the kill on him, and that's the game there, folks. The largest tabs battle we have ever done resulted in both sides taking immense losses, but the Blues managed to clutch it out, and I think it really was because their missile units were better than the red units. The Reds were definitely very melee focused, and we could see that at the very beginning because the Reds managed to destroy the blue front lines. The Reds won the beginning of the battle here, but then the Blues managed to whittle them down with their missile units and seize the day in total at the very end. So pretty good battle right there, folks. I really hope you did enjoy it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what you'd like to see next on the channel. And remember to smash that like button. I will see you all in the next one, fellas. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content. And hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.